Hello, YouTube, and welcome to MINECAST. Let's build a minigame world. If this is your first time here, thanks for coming. We're going to have a great time. Today we're going to be building a pretty cool minigame called Apple of My Eye. Players will run up and down and all around in search for apples in this giant forest. This is everything that we're going to need for today's minigame build, and we're going to be building it directly across from the game that we just previously built, What's on the Menu. Because remember, we're trying to build a minigame park. So you're going to want to go straight across from where we built last time, and we're going to map this out the same. We need to build in an entryway, 3 by 3, and we're going to put it in, fill it in with dirt path. There we go, because this is the entryway. That is how we do it. The entire park is always going to have this because it looks clean, and that's what we want. Next, we need to grab some of that fence post because we're going to build a frame around the whole thing. So just go boom, boom, and then we're going to pull it back twice, just like that, because that's the entryway. Just like over here where you walked in, we're going to do the same there. Perfect. Now, let's go ahead and let's put the front of the fence to the game right here. This is going to be 15 fence posts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It should line up with the fence that we did last time and the grass because we cut it all off right there. Let's do the same thing over here on the other side. It just makes it look a little bit more professional. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that means all the way across the front is going to be 15 plus 3 plus 15. That's 33. 33. So now let's go deep. We're going to go 33 deep just to make it a big giant square. Because this area we're building here is a giant forest just covered in trees. And we need it to be a big area. So we're going to go 33 back. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, that's in the wrong spot. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whew. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and then 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Now let's go ahead and just square that out with what's over on the other side. Don't really have to count it. Just make sure that it's matched out perfect. Ah, gosh darn it. Get out of here. Animals, I swear. If anybody knows how to turn off the animals while I'm trying to build something, it definitely would be appreciated if you would put that down in the comments. There are some things I just don't know, and that's one of them. So there we go. Squared it out. All right, so now that's going to be 33 by 33, which is perfect. Here we go. Let's drop down. Excellent. Okay, so this is going to be our big, giant wooded area. First thing we need to do, let's grab this chest. We're going to set it down right here. Oops, there. We're going to grab both axes. Now chests, whenever we put them down for games where people are going to be using tools and they're using the same box and everything, we want to go 1 and do it a diagonal off that edge. Go 1 more time and double. You can see here. There you go. We've got an empty square at an angle. Let's go ahead. We're going to drop those axes in there. Remember, the way that this game works is it's going to be a giant forest. And the idea is to get 10 apples before anyone else can, and then come over here and drop them in there. Super duper easy. In fact, what we're going to do now, we're just going to go ahead, we're going to build the forest. And this is not hard. There's just a couple of things you want to make sure that you don't do. Do not put it next to the fence, because if you do that, then the fence basically grows into the tree. We don't want that, but you can definitely put one there, right? Or even over here. Don't put it there. Put it there. Easy. So basically try and stay away from the fence while we're putting this all together. If there's some animals in here, whatever. Just that'll add to everything. But not that big of a deal. Remember, God doesn't build in straight lines, so you can drop these anywhere you want. I'm just going to start dropping them all around, just like this. Then we're going to go back in with the bone meal, and we're going to try, oh man, some of those trees might be too close together. Let's take a look. Boom. Boom. Ooh, whoops. Okay, there we go. Just like, oh, see, there you go. Oh, got it. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Ooh, this is going to be a nice, dense forest. We're basically just going to go ahead. We're going to fill in this entire area with trees. That's what I'm going to do right now. It'll take just a moment to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on fast forward. If you want to pause the video, fill in all your trees, and then catch up with me here on the flip side. We'll talk in a minute. So there we go. I've made my entire forest. As you can see, it's pretty dense, but I'm going to do some other stuff to clean it up. One thing I need to do, your forest may not have done this, but I just need to clean up a little bit so you can see my chest a little bit better. People come in and boom, there's the chest. Excellent. Let's take a look from the top and see how this turned out. Okay. Yeah, that looks really good. That looks really, really good. Okay, but this is what we're going to do, because if you look down in here, you are going to see how, look at over there, you can see outside of the forest pretty easy. We want to get rid of that. We talked about that when we were building the last game. A little bit how, you know, Disneyland builds its walls and its trees and all of its foliage in a manner that you can't really see from one land to another land. And Disney did that on purpose because he wanted to kind of disguise each area so people would feel like they were in Tomorrowland or feel like they were in, you know, Adventureland or wherever. And that's where they were. They weren't anywhere else. He didn't want them to look and see other lands from where they were. And we want to try and do that same idea while we build this, because this is our minigame world. It's our minigame land. We don't want people to be looking at one minigame and go, man, I wish I was over there playing that one instead. We don't want that. We want them to be sucked into the one that they're working on, the one that they're playing right now. And that's what it's about. So let's just put in a couple of trees on the other side of the fence just to help that out. And we're able to use these trees in the other games. Even though they are crossing that fence line, it still works. So we're just going to put a couple on the outside if you need them. Maybe your forest turned out better. But then on the same hand, guys, we talk about this all the time. This is your minigame. You can do it any way you want. If you wanted, you could build all of these minigames in the minigame park and never put trees in them at all, unless the trees were part of the game. If you didn't want them there, I just like it because I want it to look really professional. I want it to look really, really hot. I want it to pop, and I want people to look at it and go, man, this is a minigame world. I've tried this one and that one, but no, this one, some time, some care, some love was put into building this minigame world. That's what I want when I build my minigame world. But what do you want? Do you really care? I'd love to see it in the comments. Let me know. Is it just about a minigame and having fun? Or is it actually about building something that is cool and people can sit back, and even if the minigame was dumb and it was stupid, they could still say, but you know what? That place was cool. And I'd definitely do it again because that person cared about what they were doing. Is that important to you? What do you think? It's important to me. I know that for sure. But I am curious what you think. I'd like to know. Put that in the comments. Please do that. Let's go through and let's see if I've got enough trees here that'll make this work. Oh, can't do that guy. Here we go. We got this one. Excellent. Oh no, I got to fix that. Ah! There we go. Got a tree. Okay. Oh, it's not going to let me go because that's a big tree. That's a big one. So it's not going to let me put anything there. And that's okay. As we do all these trees, though, you are going to see that we start getting a lot of bees. Because these particular trees will also make beehives. Now, we're not doing anything with those in this game, but we definitely will. And we've got 50 plus that we're going to be building. This is only the second game we're working on right now. There we go, looking good. And once we get all these in, we're going to walk back into, oh man, alive. Come on, man. You're in the way. I don't need you here. Don't need you right now. Need you later in some other games, but not this one. All right, there we go. I think that worked. Let's go walk inside. Let's just go take a look and see how that worked, if that balanced it out a little bit, if that cleaned it up. Let's see. Very nice. Now, I could probably still put one or two more over there, but I know that once we build another mini game over there, you're not going to be able to see in here because we'll be putting more trees there. So, what we've got so far is this. The players will grab their axe, they'll run out here into the woods, and they'll either chop down trees, or maybe they'll get up on top, start cutting leaves, but the whole goal is the first person to get 10 apples and bring them back and put them in the chest is the winner. Now, that's how I do the game. You could do 20 apples. You could do until all the trees are dead, or until your axe is no longer available. Who gets the most apples before your axe is completely broken? I mean, you could do anything you want. But one thing that is fun, just for giggles, we're going to take one of these chests. We're going to go back over here. And right behind this tree, we're going to drop it here. You can do this anywhere you want. I'm going to do it right here. I'm going to put 5 apples in it. Oh, there we go. You know what else? We're going to go back over here. We're going to do it again. Not that way. Not that way. How are we going to get over there? It's almost like a maze. But when they're playing the game, they can cut through all this, so it doesn't matter. Ah, nope. Not going to go that way. Ah, not that way either. Tell you what, why don't we just do this? There we go. Now drop it here, and we're going to put apples in it. There we go. So if that's 5 apples and they are cutting down trees, maybe we'll change it to 15. Maybe 15 apples, and then you'll be the winner. That would be good. Excellent, so we've got that. Now, we're not completely done. I do need to break that because that's going to be in the way. We have to actually name the game because remember, they're going to be walking down this path, right? They're going to be coming across to the games, and here's the one we built last time, so they'll see that. We come to this one. Oh, what game is this? Well, let's name it. Going to grab the fence, put it down here, grab the ink, because we're going to need that as well. And the name of this game is Apple of My Eye. So let's go here. Skip the first line. Always skip the first line. Go to the second line. Capitalize the letters. And it's Apple with an E on the end. That's how you spell apple. Of my... Here we go. Eye. Excellent. Just like that. Jump out, give it some ink. Boom. We're done, guys. There's the next game.
Well, there we go. We finished our second minigame in our giant minigame world. Apple of My Eye. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe as it truly does help the channel. And hit that bell notification if you'd like to be notified every time MINECAST puts up new content. Thanks for coming, and hey, remember, you don't age, you level up. Have a great day.